And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back.
Yeah.
Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Tony.
Yo.
It's Barnes. It's Mike. It's Renee off camera.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Not much, dude. Just sitting here sweating a little bit. Mike's got it hot in the studio.
It's because it's cold outside.
It's really not that cold outside,
It's pretty
dude.
cold
What's the
outside.
temperature outside? Anyone?
It was
55.
52.
Oh, look at that.
Close enough.
I was guessing,
Yeah.
bud.
But
at
also, Tony, the reason why you're hot is because sauna, then the shower.
I did a
then
cold
the
shower,
cold.
Barnes.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it.
Right?
I'm the worst out of a shower. I will sweat for an hour straight.
Yeah.
With the hot water.
I mean, I didn't take a hot shower after the sauna today, but I didn't take a cold shower. It was like,
You know what's funny? I was going to talk about my cold shower before this, so I might as well talk about it now.
Mhm.
My cold shower, I think it's the pipes,
Yeah.
because in the summertime, my cold water doesn't get that
It's not
cold.
that- yeah.
No, not at all. And today,
Let me tell you.
let me tell you.
yeah, I've heard Mike in the shower before.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think, it'd be a good time to get to the world of the National Football League.
True, I've heard it.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
All right. So last night we concluded week 8, and we had a close, I guess you could say exciting game, but just not the way we expected it. But at the end of the day, it's Bucker good from 34 with 107 remaining. Chiefs hold on defense, beat the Giants 20-17. But obviously, not the way that they drew it up. 12 penalties, which is crazy. Mahomes 29 of 48. So that's 19 incompletions, 275, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He has an NFL high 11 interceptions this season. But obviously, a win is a win is a win. So through their first 8 games, they get to 4-4. Hill 12 for 94 and a touchdown, but they just, I don't know what it is. This does not look like the Kansas City Chief team from a couple years ago. Or, even from last year. It's just how they've played. I don't get what it is. The Giants aren't a tough defensive matchup for them.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. You look at Mahomes, he had quite a few mistakes. They could turn over in the red zone.
One interception that would have counted if it wasn't for a giant penalty.
Right. I think someone was offsides or something, right?
Offsides,
Yeah.
yep.
So, clearly Mahomes is not the same QB. I don't know what it is. I couldn't imagine it's something of a mental aspect. It has to be something mechanically or something maybe that's wrong. Maybe something's going on we don't know. Maybe he's injured, just not 100%. But he's obviously, half a shell of a QB that he was in the past few years. So, it looks like the Chiefs are going to be in kind of trouble, and they may not even make the playoffs this season.
Yeah, they're kind of at the bottom of the division right now, and some people on the radio have suggested that possibly this could have something to do with if you look
The
at
league caught up. They know their tricks.
I don't know.
Sweet sweater, Tony.
Thanks, Jay Bird.
Is this
I think
Jay?
I think it is.
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
On
has to
Twitch,
be.
maybe. I know Jay has Twitch. But
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
definitely
seen him
Jay
use it.
Bird.
And-
I know
Any
his
thought,
tricks.
though, that if you look
Yeah.
at game by game, I guess they haven't looked the same since the whole thing with Andy Reid's son happened before the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
And they're saying that they have not been able to recover from that he was a big part of the team and
Right.
it just kind of took everyone off guard. And do you buy into that at all?
I guess, but when look at the Super Bowl. Mahomes didn't perform poorly.
Right. He just was running for his life the whole game.
Yeah,
because of
but
the
he
offensive line.
still wasn't, like I said, he didn't really perform that
Yeah.
bad himself personally. And then when you think about, then came the offseason and everything. I mean,
Mhm.
I think maybe there's a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every
He likes your
appreciate
polo
it.
too, dude.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I mean, I just feel like too. So it's like he definitely is running for his life all the time. I mean, they revamped the offensive line. It
Mhm.
hasn't really worked. And like this year, for instance, they got back Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, who last year opted out for COVID, is a doctor. Was helping get the fight against COVID.
Get the
Very
hell outta
impressed,
here.
Barnes.
He's
Yeah.
a
Very impressive.
medical doctor.
Medical doctor.
Like-
ops back in this year, hasn't really got a starting spot. The Jets actually traded special teamer and tight end Daniel Brown to the Chiefs today for Tardif. So
Oh, wow.
I like it for the Jets. Get another guy in there.
Yeah, why
Why
not?
not? Chiefs weren't starting him anyway.
Mhm.
But I do think the offensive line is a problem. And I wonder, too, if it's like, so Mahomes is so used to this year having to run for his life that he's skittish in the pocket and he doesn't
Right.
have that like comfortability that he had the last couple of years, and that's playing into it.
Yeah, I guess you could see that. I mean, you kind of see a few times where maybe he does, maybe because he does feel uncomfortable in the pocket. He doesn't really have much, I guess, like stock in his offensive line right now. But you can kind of see sometimes he's throwing off like from his back foot, not really following through. Clearly maybe scared of getting hit or worried about getting hit or something like that, or even having the ball deflected. And yeah, I mean, something like that, when a quarterback is, fearing for his life while he's in the
Yeah.
pocket, I mean, obviously it's going to affect his level of play, but I mean, that's something he's going to kind of have to deal with. And did he have turf toe, right? Did he have like a turf or an
I think
ankle
that was last year.
right?
Yeah, still could be bothering him.
You never know, dude.
But I also
I think it's all mental,
I,
Barnes.
I,
You really do think
I-
so?
I think that's part of it, but I think part of it. I mean, if you don't have an offensive line, like
True,
what
that
do
too.
you have?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I still think we've seen him scramble before. We've seen him
Yeah.
like do well, honestly.
Right. Yeah. So no, but the timing, yeah, that's the thing. The timing is off with the receivers.
Right.
How many times will we see Hill just down the seam and
Mhm.
he hits him in stride? And I know, I don't think he ended up completing any long passes, but I know at one point they showed on the screen last night, he was 0 for 8 with long passes, which, 20 yards or more.
Right.
I mean, that's been their bread and butter.
Mhm.
So I don't get it. And then you saw them at the beginning of the game drive right down the field to the interception in the red zone, which he would never
Mhm.
do either. Kelsey was always like his safety valve, and like
Right.
he didn't really hit him that much. He had that fumble, Kelsey. So it's just like, and then everyone's already talking about on the radio, like, is this going to be one of those things where we're going to look at it and say, wow, like this group of Chiefs only is going to win one Super Bowl?
Bunch of
Like,
Chiefs, dude.
You know what I mean? And is that premature? Can they get through
Premature.
this?
Premature.
I think it's premature too.
I-
You know
What if they get a top couple offensive linemen and then start dominating?
Right.
I mean,
You
I
know,
think
in
the
the
defense
next-
needs help. Granted,
Yeah.
they played well last night, but I do think, yeah, you're going to need a couple offensive linemen. But just your fellas' best guess here, and keep in mind, they are hosting the Packers this week on Sunday. They're 4-4 now. There's 17 games in the season. Final record for the Chiefs this year. Crystal ball, Tony.
I don't know.
They're 4-4.
4-4 right now. Oh wow, look at Michael with his eyes closed.
They have 9 games left.
They do.
They do. I think they could split that 5-4,
So I mean, you're giving them 9-8,
9-8.
which for the Chiefs is like
Not good.
4-12
Yeah.
for another team. Michael.
They will end 12-5.
Wow. Talk about a run.
Yeah.
8-1 over their last 9.
I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna say they're gonna go 10-7, which I think should get them in. And then once they're in, I mean, anything can happen.
That is true.
I do think, though, I mean, this week against the Packers, I mean, I don't know, just the way they're playing, as good as Rodgers looked, the way their defense has looked
Mhm.
in every other game besides last night,
Right.
I don't see how they can beat the Packers.
Is Rodgers getting any of his receivers back?
Yes.
Adams should
Yes.
be back, I would guess, right?
Yes.
So just one. Right. The 3 of them are out, right?
Well,
Just one, Tony.
Well, Tanyan's
Forever.
the tight ends out for the year.
Right.
Valdez Scantling might be back. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then Lazard. I haven't heard updates.
Haven't
on
heard
that, but,
updates?
I mean, those are going to be sooner than later. I just don't know.
That's
if it's
true.
gonna
I mean,
be-
I think honestly, I think that will play a big factor in their game against the Chiefs because I mean, from the Packers this week, I mean, there was times where they just looked so discombobulated and unorganized the line.
Right.
Rodgers is trying to get everyone kind of in the spots where they should be. Communication was tough. They had to take a couple timeouts, I think, because of that, So, I guess we'll kind of see what happens. But, I mean, I think that'll play a big factor. I mean, I think the Chiefs may have a pretty good chance against them.
The only thing, though, I think Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon
Mm-hmm.
combined could rush for 200 yards against that defense. I mean,
Yeah,
Giants didn't really try to run it that much last night, but
No.
it just seemed like when they did,
They tried to do anything, dude.
it was there. And we've spent 10 minutes here just talking about the Chiefs.
I know.
On the Giants side
Oh,
of things,
my God,
here
dude.
we go again. Crucial penalties and not taking advantage of situations.
Right.
I mean, couldn't drive down the field with that minute 7 left. I mean, what do you make of this? Is it just same old story?
I think it is same old story. I mean, I guess the big narrative now is Judge kind of talking about the headset issue they've had all season, which is kind of, I don't want to say the word excuse because I don't know if he's right or you really don't know if he's right or not, I guess, but it is, I guess he's attesting their, poor timeout management.
My bad. Setting up the Instagram.
Are we live on Instagram?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
What up, Instagram?
Fix your collar, Barnes. Come on. There's nothing wrong with your collar.
Oh, okay. But also, not to cut you off, but one analogy I want to make before you continue. This whole technology thing with the headsets reminds me of the rat at Citi Field. Same thing. Telling you, same.
Doesn't remind me of that at all. It reminds me of
because it's bullshit. That's what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
It's a 0% chance. Like 0%.
I don't want to say 0% chance.
Michael.
0%, dude. I mean, when you look at the facts here, it's kind of odd that Judge is bringing this up now with the 8th game into the season.
Now that we're 2-6,
and he's saying it's been happening every
Would he say it if they won?
That's a good point. They were 6-2. Would he mention this?
Well, I mean, he said that,
or he might mention it. To be
he
like,
was
and we're
specifically
winning.
asked the question
Oh,
as to why he had poor timeout management, and that's what he said.
What did he say?
Was that the fact that their communications were down in their headsets, and he was trying to communicate plays to Daniel Jones.
Well, Daniel Jones should be elite.
He was unable to, and that's why they had to call timeouts. So that's why he was straight out asked about the managing his timeouts. Honestly, it remembers me more. I think Gettleman, I think one year talked about how the front office would be way more organized because they got computers. That's what it reminded me of, not the rat situation.
I mean, either way, it's a rat. It's
embarrassing. Either way, yeah, it is very embarrassing to kind of talk about that. And then you have the league coming out and saying how, well, they haven't heard anything of the situation. And to their knowledge, there isn't an issue at all with the headsets. But I mean, I don't know. At that point, it's like he said, she said, dude. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, either way you look at it, Giants are a dumpster fire. I think Gettleman.
Oh yeah, dude.
And Judge, just clean house and just get. They don't need to be part of the giant tree. They don't need to be the next young hot coaching candidate. Just get guys who have been there before and put them in the. I just feel like it's so easy. We've seen them with Pat Shurmur, Ben McAdoo, and now Joe Judge. It's just like these guys are over their head.
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right, dude. And I think, they do have to clean house in terms of their coaching staff. But I think that really still leaves the question about Jones. I mean, do you think he's done? Like, do you think there's no shot that he could be like a better quarterback with a better coach, a better offensive line?
So I think his back has been put against the wall. But usually, we're what, in year 4, I think, with him? You're at least
3, I think, right? Yeah.
Year 3. I mean, usually would you not have seen more if he was going to be pretty good?
No, I think you're totally right. I mean, it's people get injured, like that is the name of the game.
Right.
You have to overcome adversities during the season, and great players do exactly that. They overcome adversities. And you look at the Giants, I mean, the wins they have are when they've played, when they played perfect games, not really running into any issues. And you look at Daniel Jones now, you look at the Giants now, running into the issues that they have with injuries and whatnot. And you look at the game against the Chiefs where they were pretty much, they were handed the game almost.
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes made mistakes. Like, they had an opportunity to win. And in a game like this, where it's a field goal game, literally, one decision, one better call could be the whole game.
Yeah.
And that's not what Daniel Jones does. He doesn't really overcome that adversity. He wins when he's comfortable, when everything's going his way to begin with. I know it's tough, dude. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really count him out yet.
All I would say is if I was the owner of the Giants, what I would do is I would give everything I could to try to get Russell Wilson in the offseason. I think that's number one.
Cam Newton.
Just without a question, you want somebody who's going to take over that position and excel, and they haven't had someone do that in a while. And then, like I said, just get the big name general manager, head coach, and just go after it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like unless you do that, this is just gonna keep happening over and over and over again.
I think that is Brian Barnaby throwing his resume onto the table for head coach of the New York Giants. Right there, Michael. What do you think? First thoughts. Oh no!
You know why he said
He's
that,
not a
though?
Giants fan.
Yeah,
He's gonna ruin him.
That's what he's gonna say. And then also, so let's say I do take the Giants job. A year in, there's a vacancy with the Jets. You don't think I'm gonna jump ship?
He's gonna. You know what he's gonna do?
Wouldn't you just
know what he's
be
gonna
like
do?
absolutely just like head over heels, like, oh my God, I'm a head coach of the NFL. I have no experience. I really am not qualified at all for this job, but they just hired me.
The one thing I'll say, it's
Not
like,
qualified. He's more qualified than anyone.
I know you don't believe me, but like
I don't.
when it comes to baseball, 0% chance I would ever manage the Mets or the Red Sox. But when it comes to football, I would coach any team. I'll give you that. All right.
All right, dude. As if you have so many offers on the table right now.
Danny Dimes is on his last legs. He's the next journeyman. Yeah? No?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say his last legs. I would honestly, if they clean house with a new GM, a new coach, I would give him another shot, one more year with him as QB.
But if they are going to move on, I think a perfect place for him to go would be Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Because just learn under Brady.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
You can't learn there, you're not learning anywhere.
I don't know. I think they should keep him and then put someone good, like a veteran backup QB behind him. It's
Ryan
more
Fitzpatrick.
Competition up there. Sure, dude. Put Fitzpatrick back there. I mean, put Fitzpatrick back
You haven't said it
there.
in a while.
To boot.
You haven't.
I know, and I wasn't gonna. So that's it.
How many times do you think you would have said it if we never said anything, though? Good point.
I think it comes and goes with many catchphrases. You use a lot for a little amount of time, and then you move on to the next one, dude. It's the old gig, dude. You got to move on to the new one. You don't run the same gig twice.
Yeah. Old shtick.
The old shtick, dude.
So Giants, I mean, they'll host the Raiders this week. I think that's a 1:00 game. Raiders coming east, and then the distraction that they have coming out of Las Vegas today. Henry Ruggs going to be charged with DWI and killing somebody. So that's obviously very tragic and another distraction for this Raider team this season. So I mean, you hate to see that, and obviously prayers go out to the victims, family in this situation, and who knows what's going to happen with Henry Ruggs.
Tony.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were just getting my attention.
No. Keep going.
But
Me?
Keep going. Yeah. Just
About
keep
what?
talking about whatever you guys talking about.
No,
Oh,
and I was
okay,
going to
yeah.
say too. I mean, it's a shame because it seems like
Tony, it's just
under
me
the
here.
interim
No one's gonna hear me.
offensive line coach, who's acting as the head coach for the Raiders. It's a good story. They've won a couple games. I
this
don't
is
know if they
great.
can handle another big, conflict like this.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
they
dude.
can't hear me, Barnes.
Mike is in my ear right now. I don't even know what you said, Barnes.
No, I'm just saying okay, you heard about Henry
Yes,
Ruggs.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so I'm
yes.
saying I don't know if this Raiders team can handle another controversy like this. They already had to deal with Gruden, and they've done well. But then this is like
Crazy.
He's a big part of their team as well. I don't know, leadership wise, but just on the field,
Yeah, I mean, it's a big blow. It's two pretty big blows actually in like a short amount of time. It'll be pretty impressive if this team is able to overcome that. I mean, like you said, they've overcome Gruden, which I would imagine obviously hit a lot of players hard, especially Derek Carr. They had a really good relationship and everything, and but yeah, dude. I mean, obviously condolences out there, and hopefully the team and everyone involved could overcome it.
Yeah. And Deshaun Jackson actually just got released by the Rams. He requested a trade, couldn't work anything out. Everyone's kind of
Deshaun
linking him
Jackson.
to the Raiders. I mean, when he got the ball, he only had 8 catches this year. They didn't really throw to him. I would say why not? Honestly, I would love for the Jets.
I know, me too.
And also, Jalen Smith, the former Cowboys linebacker released by the Packers. That's another one. Why wouldn't the Jets pick him up at this point?
Don't
Why
know.
not?
I don't
Bring
know.
him in the building.
He's only 34.
Yeah, we thought it was 40.
I thought he was fucking 50, dude. I don't know.
Wow.
No, not really 50, but I mean, I just remember being like a little kid and watching him play for the Eagles, dude.
So yeah, I know
Crazy.
it does seem like he's been around a while. So, we'll see if the Giants, I mean, this is definitely their last shot here against the Raiders. I mean, any shot of having some type of manageable record. I mean, you got to beat them, otherwise you're 2-7. So we'll see what happens. But week 9 will begin in 2 days on Thursday. Jets at Colts. So looking forward to seeing that game and seeing if the legend of Mike White continues.
Speaking of which, I convinced Jay to do a pretty big parlay on the Jets against the Colts. He took the money line.
Oh, what are they, plus like 300 or something?
Yeah, 400.
400. Okay.
And then he took the over, which I think is 44.5, which is I thought was kind of low.
Yeah, it just, it's tough to say because sometimes the Jets don't score anything.
I know, but I feel like the Colts have scored a lot all season.
And then
so
if Mike White is going to look anything like
right,
I mean, of course.
And he took the spread. The Jets had 10.5 points.
10.5. Yeah.
Unbelievable. So he put down, I think, like $50 to win like 500 or something like that.
So he's pumped.
I'm pumped for him, dude.
420,
dude. Let's go, Jay Bird, baby. Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
46.5. Well, Mike White better have 3 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, if they 24 points.
It's funny. How much did he hate on the Jets before? Now he's like a big Jets fan.
Me? I'm a big Jay Bird fan. Okay,
No,
how about that?
No,
how about that, Michael?
Plus 10.5.
Dude, big parlay. I'm excited, dude.
I feel like I have to ask you guys this because I'm not going to be here on Thursday to talk about it with you. Like, you guys think this is going to be a close game with the Jets and the Colts?
I do think so. Yeah.
No, Jets blowout.
No, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be like. Honestly, I think it's gonna be like 35-33, like close, high scoring game.
Colts though, or not?
No, Jets.
Really?
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
So like
White,
this
dude.
Mike thing is real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mike White is goated.
Yeah, Jay. Let's go, baby.
So, I wish I would be able to watch the game with you guys.
I know, me too, dude.
We're due for a viewing party.
We're watching the World Series tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Maybe.
No, okay.
In conjunction with Screen Time?
No, after post.
Well, post. I mean, by the time you beat Matt,
no, we
Mario
could do it.
probably
We could do it by 8. We could do it a quick hour of screen time. We're good.
What? It's
because you talk so much.
No, dude.
No, dude.
So,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the game Thursday. We'll see what happens. But
Love averages.
Jets get their first win on the road. Very good, Jay. But
they're 0-4 on the road right now.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that Titans game was it.
No, you're not it.
Okay. So we'll see what happens. But for now, Michael, let's switch gears here to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. So last night, NBA, some interesting results. We'll start, though. A little disappointing here for the New York Knicks. They fall 113-104
It's okay.
to the Raptors, outscoring. The Raptors outscored them by 16 in the third quarter. Kind of was all downhill from there. Let's start with you, Mike. I mean, give me your synopsis here.
They just look tired, Brian, the Knicks. And honestly, the score is closer than I think it kind of was, but they played hard towards the end to make it that score. Everybody was tired. What's so funny?
No, you're funny, dude.
I'm not worried about this game, and the Raptors came to play. They were shorthanded. I didn't think they'd get the win. What's his name? Azubuike? Anunoby
36
came to play, career high. So tip your hat and you go to the next game.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, Randall, 22-9. I mean, Barrett had a nice game. But it's just a shame that 15-point lead. I mean, it's just,
I know.
when the gas runs out, the gas runs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it is tough. I mean, I don't think there's really much of an excuse to be tired, Michael.
Beginning of the season, so
What does that mean? You should be well rested.
It's different, Barnes. You know.
Oh yeah,
It's different, like practicing playing than actually getting in the games, and the season's long. You know, it's
a grind.
it is.
Yeah. You got to prepare yourselves, and they got a lot of big games coming up, and I mean, you look at a team like the Raptors. I mean, you're not really expecting much out of them, but I mean, Anobi had a great game, and Gary Trent Jr. That's a guy.
He did have a great game.
He have a big season.
He was hitting some big shots, some contested and wide open.
Yeah. And then you think Siakam gets back in the mix. I mean, you think any way they are a playoff team or no way?
I do like Scotty Barnes, and I can't wait to see him and
Siakam
together because I feel like they're going to be like a bootleg Pippen and Jordan. Mm-hmm. But I don't think next season. I think next season they'll be a playoff team.
Yeah. Barnes let him develop for a year.
Yeah.
Any thoughts here, Tony? You think it just blip on the radar for the Knicks, or
I don't know, dude. Again, I mean, in my opinion, being tired, I think it really isn't like a formidable excuse. Yeah, and like you said, leading by 15 at one point, and you look at how the third quarter opened up, where they're just exchanging 3-point shots, for like a good solid few minutes, and I mean the Raptors just went on an absolute tear. I think it was like a 27-point turnaround at that point, and the Knicks could really just never recover. Which is tough, dude. I mean, like you said, Randall at 22 points, Barrett at 27, which is good for them. I thought Randall was taking a lot of shots. I don't know how many shots he took, but when I was watching, it looked like he was really taking a lot.
Like almost forcing it?
Yeah, and almost really forcing it. A lot of the shots didn't go down. They looked a little sloppy in terms of, maybe good for the Raptors in terms of forcing turnovers, but they looked a little sloppy with their ball handling. And I mean, it is what it is, dude. I mean, I kind of thought they would have won last night, but I mean, I guess we'll see how the season progresses. Apparently, they're going to get in better shape and less tired as the season goes on.
Yeah, especially the Thibs team.
Yeah, dude.
And I guess you could say, Tony, I mean, that's why they play the game. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because if we just knew what was going to happen, why would we play?
Right.
So Randall actually 7 of 14, so that's not bad for efficiency. 4 of 7 from 3.
I don't know, dude.
But quickly 1 of 7. That didn't help, and Rose 2 for 8. So I mean, those are kind of those stand out. I mean, 4 of 8, 5 of 13, 2 of 7 from 3. So those couple guys, I mean, you think they shoot a little better, could be a different result.
Yeah, and I feel like for the most of the season in their wins, they kind of had everyone doing pretty.
Clicking and no one standing out. It's
right.
all a team effort.
Right. No one dropping 40, but everyone dropping like 18, 22, stuff like that. So I guess in a game like this where that doesn't happen with all of them, then, and no one does score 40, well, then you're probably going to lose. So,
yeah. So moving on here, another game from last night. Grizzlies 106. Nuggets 96.
Yep, we predicted it.
We did.
Did you really?
We said no.
I think you did.
You did.
No, I did not. I said the Grizzlies are going to steal this one.
No, you did not.
Bullshit. Go check tape, dude.
Let us know what happened.
Oh my god, dude. I'll fucking check tape.
All I know is we said that. I remember Barnes.
Yes,
don't you recall you and I saying that?
I recall Barnes saying I agree with you, Tony.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, you could have said it, but you can't say we didn't say it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say we. I said you specifically.
Exactly, Barnes.
The Nuggets. I think you said the Nuggets.
So I think you said the Nuggets.
You.
Yeah, I was talking.
Me? Why get the fuck out of here?
I swear
no, you.
I'm not even giving you so John didn't quite get 40, but 26, 7, and 8, definitely good enough.
Yes.
And Ty Jones actually 17 and 8 off the bench. So that helped them. But you look at this, I mean, they really did a good job on the glass, and not one guy in particular, but the whole team. Everyone had 6, 7, 8 rebounds. They out-rebounded the Nuggets by 15 points and 18 points in the paint. That's going to get the job done. And they win this game by 10 despite, Jokic 23, 7, and 7, and Aaron Gordon 15 and 10. So the Nuggets, kind of continue their uneven start. Grizzlies get a nice win. So we'll see what transpires for both of these teams. And we're expecting really both of them to be in the playoffs and, be in contention, maybe not for championships, but make some type of run in the playoffs. And then how about from yesterday? We have the Bulls,
dude,
128.
What a game!
114 over the Celtics. So the Bulls improved to 6-1. But how about they trailed by 19 points in the third quarter A Celtic collapse for the ages. Michael, what do you think happened here?
I just think there's turmoil in Boston, and I think it's between Tatum, not Tatum in Brown essentially,
Smart?
but with the other teammates. Yeah, Smart. You heard his comments. Did you hear his comments?
Yeah.
So something's going on.
It's just I don't know. I just think besides Tatum and Brown, who was really that good? Horford had 20 and 10, but I don't think you can count on that every night. But 39-11 outscored in the fourth quarter. That's just pathetic. DeRozan, he looks like a really good pickup for the Bulls this offseason. 37 and 7. Levine had 26 and 7, and then Vucevic 11, 10 and 9. Everybody knows their role. Not to mention that you got Lonzo Ball out there as well.
Yep.
I really, really like this Bulls team, and who knows? Really, who knows these days? I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to the NBA Finals. This team is that deep. I like the veterans that they have, a good mix of veterans and some younger players, and then Billy Donovan. I think he's a solid coach. We saw what he did at the University of Florida. So we'll see.
OKC.
OKC.
Trial and error there.
Even with a bad team, he competed with.
Went
them.
to the playoffs.
Celtics rookie head coach Stevens in the front office. Tension could be a long season for them. I know you, Michael, had said before the season you were expecting them out of the playoff picture. Who knows? Anything to make of this, Tony, or you're still looking about your pick from yesterday?
Well, I have it up. I just don't want to play the whole thing. I feel bad with the audio.
Were you right?
Dude. Well, I'm trying to figure it out. Is that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to come out on top tonight, dude?
Okay, but what about what we said?
Oh, I guess the whole thing, dude.
No. I'm positive that me and him said that.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize.
Well, you were wrong on me. So how can I take your word for it at this point, dude?
Well, just because I remember more what I said, because Michael agreed with me.
Talk about food a lot, except for today's show.
You hungry, dude?
Let's save it for another time, Tony.
I love that. I'm going to go 41 for Ja, and I'm going to go 15 assists, though. Wow. And I'm going to say Bobo misses a game winner. Yeah.
That sounds like
That's
a
what he
good.
does,
That just sounds like a good.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah.
Good omens.
Yeah, it
I
looked
guess
great
you
too,
could say.
dude.
So moving on here, NBA Tuesday tonight, doubleheader on TNT. First game 7:30. Miami Heat 1.5-point favorites on the road against the Dallas Mavericks. There's been a lot of hype, surrounding this Heat team. Winning 5 of their first 6 games, and Lowry coming in, and all the guys like Bam and Jimmy who have been there the last couple of years. Finals a couple of years ago. And Mavs, they're looking for take that next step forward, but I feel like we're still in the same spot with the Mavs. It just seems like they're fine, but they're not championship level. So I look at this and I just don't see how the Heat lose this game.
I'm with you, bud.
What points to it, Tony? What points to it?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
But I just have a feeling the Mavs minus 1.5. Dude, come on, those are. It's not like freaking crazy, Obviously, they are. The odds of the Mavs winning isn't going to be crazy, dude. So, I'm going to be the contrarian, I guess you could say, and I'm going to say the Mavs win. Say it'll be the Heat, dude.
Score
99 to 104.
Uncle Richie.
Let's go.
Is listening long time. I think I was blackballed. Never got notified. Casey had to get me on. It's great to have you
explain-
back, Uncle Richie.
All right, Uncle Richie, I've explained this to you.
Yeah.
Our original Facebook page got taken down. Thank you, Uncle Richie. I appreciate it. But literally, Uncle Richie texted me. He's like, "Oh, I got blackmailed, whatever." And I was like, "No, Facebook page got taken down." And I said, "We're on YouTube Live." And then he goes, text me right back, "I can't find you on Facebook." So then that's when I just kind of just dropped the whole situation.
Until we got back on
Until we got back on Facebook. And now here we are. Uncle Richie, I just shared our new page on Facebook. You'll see it on my profile. You can search Downtime again. Obviously, you're on Facebook right now, it looks like. So you're back on. We appreciate you. Love to have you back.
Invite all your friends, Uncle Richie.
Invite everyone you know. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry
go get
that
5 people.
Facebook
There's
took
4
us
people
down.
in here.
Yeah. So we're back. We're back. And I look marvelous, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you do.
Love to see it. Screen time after this too, Uncle Richie. So don't go anywhere.
So you were saying 99-2.
104, I think I said, right?
You said Dallas 99.
No, I said 99-104. Dallas wins.
Kind of a weird way to say it, but okay. 104-99 Dallas.
Who are you, dude? The freaking word police?
Michael?
I'm going to go.
What do you got, dude? Oh, full screen. Let's go.
You like that?
I love that.
I'm going to go Heat 118, Mavs 92.
Oh.
You're going to see Jimmy Buckets 28-8. You're going to see Tyler Hero 25 points and Bam with 20-10.
Well, I mean, hard to follow that up.
I bet you can do it,
I
dude.
mean, I do think it's decisive. I think it's Heat.
Yeah.
110, Dallas 89. And I think Bam has 20 and 20. Jimmy 30. And call it 6 out of their first 7, Tony. That is what it's all about. Setting the tone out of the gate. I mean, that's what every team looks for.
I guess, dude.
Another game tonight. 3-3 Sacramento Kings traveling to Utah. Face the Jazz. 9-point home favorites. The Jazz are here. 9:00 on NBA League Pass. I mean, Kings, made some progress this year. Jazz seem like they're on another level. I mean, what do you make of it?
I mean, Jazz are a 9-point favorite for a reason. I think this will be the more decisive game. I think Jazz are winning this 117-88.
Wow.
Kings are not good, dude.
Michael?
They lost to the Mavs, for God's sakes.
De'Aaron Fox is tired of it, Barnes. He's tired.
Sick of it.
40, 15, 8 rebounds, and a game winner. And he's going to do one of these.
Wow.
Ice in his veins.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't he?
Wow.
Why wouldn't he do that?
What do you think, Barnes?
I think, the Kings are going to catch the Jazz sleeping here
Yeah.
at home. And I think Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, I forgot he's on the Kings.
A 40-point, 15-assist game in the upset victory.
Wow.
Kings 130, Jazz 117.
You think the Jazz are overlooking this Kings team
Oh yeah,
easily?
Mitchell and Gobert. They're
too
joking
cocky.
around in the locker room.
Everyone's
saying,
cocky in the NBA.
Like,
Not
we're
the
only going to play
Not
half
the
the
no.
game, like this and that, and that is what happens. You don't see it coming, and it just happens. So that's my prediction. And then second half of the TNT doubleheader, the reeling 1-6 Pelicans at the 2-3 Phoenix Suns.
Zion to the Knicks.
I mean, a 2-3 Suns team catching 11.5 here at home against the Pelicans. Thoughts, Tony?
What'd you say? How many points? 11.5.
Jeez.
I mean, the Pelicans are pretty much dead in the water, dude. Let's be honest
Ingram?
here. No.
He's sick, dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike, isn't
yes,
Ingram
dude.
pretty good?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take one man to
What
win.
about Steven Adams?
Well, Zion's
about
not
him,
there.
dude?
Clearly,
Actually,
Zion.
Steven Adams is
Dude,
actually a
I mean, it shows how
Sick,
important
dude.
Zion is. If anything.
I
yeah.
guess.
And
I don't think
Lonzo.
He's that good.
And Lonzo.
Lonzo, that's
Yeah.
right, dude. He was the glue that kept it all together. No,
They're
dude.
1-6. The Bulls are 6-1.
Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, wow, dude. Anyway, dude, I think Suns take this one. I don't think there's no overlooking anything. Suns are gonna be 3-3. They're probably pretty not happy with the way they started their season. Make an example out of the Pelicans.
This, that.
Push forward. Any more storylines you can think of? It's there. Suns win. 110-99.
Michael?
For once in my life, I will agree with Tony because he knows nothing.
Is that true? We agree on many things. Get the fuck out of here.
Not NBA wise.
That's not true.
No.
Why not? What don't we agree on the NBA?
Literally the last couple picks we did not agree on.
Oh wow, dude. So it's not everything.
You just said everything.
You said everything exactly.
Yeah, because I just but
Oh,
I don't feel like talking it.
Boom, got him. Tongue
Yeah.
twisted. Ooh, words.
Cross fade.
We're
Cross
going
fade.
family
Can't
pick here,
take
though.
my audio out.
I think the Suns, they're tight
Wouldn't do
about
that.
the start. 120-98. Paul 20-10.
Yeah.
9 with 5 steals. DeAndre Ayton 15-15. Suns get the win. Back to 500.
I'm glad we're all in agreement for something at least.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Put Henry Ruggs in jail. I guess.
Hey, guys.
Just prefer James Pond.
Dude, I don't know, man. I've lost track,
cool.
dude. I can't stay. Car's
Fresh
cool.
show.
Fresh show. Car's cool.
So we'll see what happens. But for now, Tony, let's switch to the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chase at Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
All right. And as we do, before we get to the game still going on, Tony, I know you have some news regarding the Mets, some rumors that you're hearing.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's not really rumors, maybe confirmed, but the Mets seem to be interviewing with Raquel Ferreira, assistant GM to the Boston Red Sox. It seems that there wouldn't be no blocking if she were to be hired by them, anything like that. She's all good for the interview. I'm excited about it. She has been with the Red Sox organization since 1999 as an administrative assistant, rose up through the ranks with Zach Scott, actually. Zach Scott obviously eventually going to the Mets. She became the assistant GM to the Red Sox. She's been there for the past couple of years, 2 years, I think. She was credited with locking down the Bogarts extension and everything like that. She's done phenomenal work. Apparently reported Theo Epstein, big fan of hers. So yeah, dude, I think this would be a good pick for the Mets, dude.
And no concern because with Theo, I believe Porter and Scott once worked under Theo.
Yeah.
So no concern. You think those are just separate things there?
Yeah, I don't think there's any like what do you mean?
No,
In
just
terms
because
of-
those people didn't work out. So
Right.
I'm saying going back to the well again.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, Porter wasn't great. Obviously, Zach Scott has his own personal issues.
I mean, the guy just likes a couple beers. I mean, what's the big deal?
Well, that's no issue. The issue is driving after those couple of beers.
No, I know.
So I don't know how you feel about it, Barnes. But that doesn't really look good for the team and everything. So I think having Raquel would be a good fit, dude.
And I am curious if you heard about this also regarding the Mets, regarding Jacob deGrom and the MRI. Did you hear about that?
I heard that he attributed their lack of success to him being injured.
So he said that his injury
Right.
was
Look at Barnes' smile saying this
it
story.
was
It's
caused
unbelievable.
by them leaving him on the MRI table in an uncomfortable position for an hour.
Really?
That's what they were. Cardinal Roberts all over it today. I'm a fan.
I don't know about that one, dude. I mean, what is an uncomfortable position? What is that? First of all, I mean, I've had an MRI before. I've had one on my shoulder before.
Mm-hmm.
And you just lay there. Like, you don't have to put your arm up or anything.
Maybe they cheaped out on the padding.
What padding? This is just a fucking table, guy. Like,
there's no padding on the table.
I think there's a little pillow.
It's a coffee table, Tony.
I don't know. It's a coffee table. Dude, I don't know. It's whatever the machine table is. Maybe there's padding. I don't remember. But I know when I had an MRI, I was very comfortable. I almost fell asleep.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure DeGrom had a better table than you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, like,
I think he's bogus.
I don't know, dude. It sounds kind of.
He wants to go to the Yankees.
He definitely does not.
He would relish the opportunity to go to the
You
Yankees.
can't speak for him.
And speaking of the Yankees,
Oh God. Nothing.
really nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I would
quit
quit
the Nets
the
if they
Mets.
hire the Mets. I believe he means if they hire a female general manager. But I just still can't believe that there's no more rumors about the Yankees. Like, it's just like we gotta have the bargaining agreement, otherwise we're just gonna hear nothing. I mean, let's follow up the coaching staff. I mean, we know Boone's back.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, dude. I'm not really concerned that much about the Yankees. They're obviously just idiots. I'll tell you.
Okay, so I mean, I just respectfully am talking about the Mets here, and then you make a comment like that.
No, because you're talking about the Mets, and all of a sudden thinking of the Yankees. You know, I mean, before makes a comment, you don't even comment on the comment, dude.
I don't know. It's just kind of what am I going to say to that?
I mean, I wouldn't quit the Mets if they hire a female general manager. I mean,
you said you like the
yeah, I do.
hire.
I think it's a good hire.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of good for the Red Sox. If you look at the Red Sox, in terms of their farm system and how they kind of turned around the team quickly from looking terribly. I mean, they rebuilt pretty much in 2 years, less than even.
Yeah.
Uncle Richie says you got in a tube, then done exudes when you lose.
He means excuses when you
lose. Okay. No, I think that is, dude. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if he could actually think that, I really wouldn't imagine that. That's kind of maybe he wasn't in an uncomfortable position, but maybe that's because of his injury, you know. And it's just, I mean, you have to be in an MRI machine for 45 minutes, isn't it? Not. I don't know if you guys had an MRI.
No, I'm elite.
You're in there for like 45 minutes, dude, and then not to mention, you know, the dilly dallying when you start up and everything. You're probably in there for an hour, however uncomfortable it is. I mean, it is a little bit, you know, claustrophobic in there for sure. It's very tight space. But other than that, I mean, I was comfortable when I was in there, and that's I'm gonna call bullshit, dude.
Okay, so we'll see. Anything else comes out regarding, you know, the vacancies and player movement. But for now, we do have the World Series Game 6 tonight, and the Braves, go for that first title since 1995 with a 3-2 lead. But they're in the friendly confines of Minute Maid Park in Houston. Max Fried, I keep Garcia. What's his first name again? Is it Luis?
Yes, it is Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia, 809 FOX, and it was funny. Dog, I was listening today, and he attributed his thought as to why he thinks the Astros are actually going to win this series. He said because they had a Game 7 at home 2 years ago, that if they were to win tonight, Game 7 again tomorrow at home, that they are not going to lose 2 Game 7s in 3 years at home in the World Series. And I just feel like, what does that have to do with anything?
That sounds like a crock of shit, dude. Come on. What is it?
He's been on a tear lately. Like, he gets on his, like, he loves, like, his producer, who also has a show on the channel. He loves just, like, ripping him apart, like, joking around. And, like, he gets, like, real into it. And he's just on this thing about saying that the guy has to be high all the time because his son went to the University of Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard him talk about that?
I have, yeah.
So he's literally talking about how his family, he just has the house to himself, like his producer. So he's like, oh my God, right now the game's on. He's high. He's had 2 gummies. He's absolutely high. Like, but for 5 minutes on Mad Dog Unleashed the other night. Like, when he gets on something,
it's good content.
He doesn't need anyone else to think it's funny. If he thinks it's hilarious, he's just gonna go and just beat that horse. And I guess that's what makes the Mad Dog the Mad Dog.
I know, it certainly does, dude. And I find it very entertaining. I find it hilarious, to be honest.
You kind of miss listening to him since
no
access is serious at the moment.
Yeah.
So I guess you ever turn on high heat, or it's just not really.
If I can catch it, I mean, not normally around noon, 1 o'clock. I am working.
It's so ridiculous. It's just so funny.
Speaking of ridiculous,
Braves win the World Series. It's huge middle finger to the MLB front office for
bending the knee to the whole mob during the All-State
game, also known as the All-Star. Once again, I mean,
what for bending the knee?
No, because they were supposed to have the All-Star game, and then they canceled it. Moved it
right, they moved it from Atlanta to
and all that. I mean, I don't know.
I guess. I mean, don't you think if the Astros win, it's a bigger middle finger to the MLB front office for not really disciplining
the players?
The players.
Game, 1 inning, 1 out.
Right.
I think that is the big deal. And I mean,
I would say it's the bigger middle finger. Prefer. Why does what?
Why does it always seem to go 7? Do you think that is orchestrated for money? No, because it doesn't always go 7. I mean, it goes 7 sometimes, but it doesn't always go 7. Dodgers didn't go 7.
No.
Obviously, the Nationals went 7.
Right. It's interesting.
Red Sox didn't go
Thought,
7.
I assume. No, it is interesting to think about that because I guess the odds of it going 7, I don't know, but
Astros didn't go 7 in 2017.
right. But I don't know, dude.
It doesn't always go 7.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And of course, law of averages, it has to go 7 sometimes.
Right. That's why there's 7 games. But yeah, I don't know, Uncle Richie. I don't do the conspiracy stuff.
But push comes to shove here, Tony. Are we getting a game 7?
I mentioned it yesterday. I do believe we're getting a game 7. The Astros obviously have a lot of experience on their team. Max Fried's last outing, not good. Got pretty banged up. They're back home. They're gonna have the crowd behind them. I think they have a lot to prove, certainly for themselves and for the organization as a whole. You look at their storyline. They're fully behind Dusty Baker, their manager, and I think that they're going to come out swinging. I think they have both teams have offensive tools, of course. I could see. I think Garcia's last outing, I remember it being pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went like 5, maybe like 7 Ks, gave up like 2 runs, maybe. But I know when I rented the outside of Yankee Stadium, I made more money than when it was 7 because I paid rent for a year.
I can't sports conspiracy stuff. I just can't.
Yeah, dude. I don't think these games are fixed. I don't think they're told to do any one thing specifically. I just don't think. I think these are actual organic outcomes to the games.
And it's one interesting thing too. If they were fixed, you talk about markets, money, everything's about money.
Right.
Why would the Mets, not have won in 15, not have won anything since 86? Why would the Yankees not even be in the World Series since 09? It just doesn't make sense.
Right. You're going to tell me that the MLB, that Manfred is orchestrating every outcome of
Wanted
every
the Nationals
year, dude.
to win in 19.
Yeah.
Wanted it.
I don't think so. 8 men out.
Uncle Richie, couple wine.
But no, anyway, I think it's gonna be Altuve. I think it's gonna be Correa. I think it's gonna be Gurriel. And I think that the Red Sox are winning this.
The Red Sox?
Sorry, the Red Sox.
Wow.
The Astros are winning this.
Tony's movie podcast tonight.
Yeah, dude, it's 7:00 right after this. We have best sci-fi movies. It's Mike, it's Tony, it's
Special
co-host. It's going to be not Renee, so it's going to be good, and we're going to have a great time.
In the zone.
We're going to be in the zone, dude. Just like the Astros tonight, finally get it out. They win 6-3. Maybe Freeman gets a home run. Duvall maybe, but other than that, I don't think it'll be enough. I think they force a game 7.
Michael.
8 men out through World Series. Who? What? It's like a Shoeless Joe thing my Uncle Rich is talking about. Like
we can finally get ready for next season after tonight.
No.
And I contest, Michael. Braves get that first World Series victory since 1995.
Wow, tonight we're going to see who the
Astros
real
World Series
MLB analyst expert is.
Well, it's another good thing. It pointing to, we're just saying it's not fixed for game 7. So there you go. For example, make all the money game 7. Nope, not going to happen. Just a point, Tony.
I think it will, dude. I think they're gonna make a whole lot of money on game 7.
So we'll see. 809.
We will see, dude.
Fox, Smoltz, Buck, Verducci,
Rosenthal.
Love
to see it.
A-Rod on the post game, unfortunately. But for now, let's get to it. Some hockey talk, Tony.
I can't believe A-Rod is still on TV.
Neither can I.
It's unbelievable.
Small slate last night. Recap it quickly before we get to tonight. Lightning 3-2 home victory over the Capitals, handing them their first regulation loss of the season. That was a very highly contested game. A lot of fights. I watched pretty much the whole thing.
Wow.
So that was I thought the Lightning would not the Lightning, but the Capitals would send it to overtime. But down 3-1. Too much of a hole against a team like Tampa at home. Seems like they play very well there. A game you mentioned that you kind of. You didn't pick it officially, but you did expect the Blackhawks to get that win. They do 5-1.
Should have picked it, dude.
Over the Senators. So it'll be interesting.
Patrick McCain, 3 goals, dude. Hat trick.
Patrick Kane or
Patrick Kane, sorry.
Yeah. No, I wasn't sure if you were talking about someone else.
No, yeah.
So you think they can, ride this momentum, kind of get to 500 at some point, or do you think it's still going to be a long season in Chicago?
I mean, no, I think they can ride this momentum. I mean, Fleury looked as good as he did all season.
Yeah.
29 saves. Obviously only giving up 1 goal. So, I mean, yeah, I think they could. I mean, they have the talent on their team. I think it's just a matter of them maybe playing more together and just getting in some momentum going, some offense. And I think this is a good start for it. I think we're going to see them rack up a few wins here.
All right. And
I don't know what their schedule is looking like.
Late game from last night, Edmonton Oilers 5, your Seattle Kraken 2. Were you disappointed in the effort from the Seattle Kraken?
In the effort later in the game, yes. I think they were down like 3-2 going into the third. Everything was looking good. But I mean, obviously the Oilers are 7-1 for a reason. They have a ton of talent. They had a lot of talent from their defense, specifically Duncan Keith. He's been in the league forever. He's with the Kings when they won the Stanley Cup, when they went on their big runs. He had a goal, +2 overall rating on the ice. So, I mean, he was generating a lot of offense for them from the defensive side. And then, of course, I mean, he is a great defenseman all in all. Luis Draisaitl as well, center for the Oilers. He had 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, the playmaking ability of him was phenomenal in terms of their win last night. So, I mean, my guy for the Kraken, Tanev, right? I think it was.
Yes,
Tanev. Brandon Tanev did not show up at all. So, I mean, if he showed up and scored 3 goals like I wanted him to, I mean, a totally different game, dude.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Edmonton, dude. I mean, maybe Stanley Cup in your future. Never know.
I mean, in terms of rating the league right now, I would say, yeah, they're probably number 1 prospect to get in the cup right now.
So, and 8 men out, Black Sox 1990 World Series, best known description of the scandal of throwing the game, Shoeless Joe.
Yeah, but that was 1919, dude. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Uncle Richie, like over 100 years ago, totally different time. I feel like people would sniff that shit out. In today's age, honestly.
Yeah.
Way harder to cheat, dude. We saw what happened at the Astros.
So let's see, Tony, if you can redeem yourself tonight. Big slate.
Big slate tonight,
got some
dude.
games starting in a little over a half hour. So what do you got? Have you done some research here? Anything in mind?
I mean, I could take the easy way out and go Flyers over Coyotes, honestly, but
love averages are not gonna go the whole season without a win, though.
No, you're totally right. But against the Flyers, dude, I do not think so. I mean, it's Couturier, it's Gostisbehere for the Flyers, it's Hayes. I mean, come on, dude. But I could go against the Devils, honestly. Let's see.
Don't you ever?
Devils are at -130.
I think the Ducks are +110.
Yeah.
+150.
No, I'm gonna go with the Rangers tonight, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a pick from the
you guys,
heart.
yeah.
What?
No, I was just reading in Prefer's comment. Your thoughts on Colin Kaepernick at the NFL draft slave auction. Have you seen the Netflix documentary, the Netflix movie? I was going to show you it on Screen Time.
Oh, well, that'd be a great segue into Screen Time right now. Let's do it. I was a joke, dude. Was that not funny? All right, so I'm going to go Rangers over Canucks. I mean, you could say for the Canucks, I mean, their player to watch is JT Miller, former Ranger. Great center. He's been generating a lot of offense. 8 assists so far for the Canucks. Only 1 goal, though. But, I mean, obviously his playmaking abilities is out there with those 8 assists. I'm expecting Adam Fox to drop a goal, Panarin drop a goal, Chris Kreider drop a goal. Let's freaking go. Let's ride this out. Maybe I'm a little biased, Ranger fan. I don't care, dude. They're going to win tonight. They're going to win 4-1. Decisive victory, heavy on the offense. They're riding a high right now. They're 6-2-1. They've showed a lot of grit with some of these wins. They can lay down hits. They're very physical. They have phenomenal puck movement. The only issue they have is they have, some giveaways in the neutral zone. But I mean, if they limit that against the Canucks, I really don't see why they could win this game.
Any thoughts on the 7-year contract extension for Adam Fox, the Rangers defenseman?
I would say, let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah. I mean, 7 years for a defenseman, though? I mean,
7 years I don't know. I feel like the Rangers have been known to have career defensemen. You look at Girardi, you look at McDonough, look at Mark Messier as well. I mean, they have phenomenal defensemen that they kind of rely on heavily in terms of leadership, in terms of becoming veteran players, and kind of coaching other teams, other players, I should say, that come in. So yeah, dude, love it. Love to see it.
And for my lock of the night here, I am gonna go with the Minnesota Wilds hosting the Ottawa Senators. Minnesota laying the wood at -210, and I think we're gonna see a hat trick out of Mats Zuccarello.
Really, dude?
Yes. So looking forward to watching.
Let's
forward to
go,
watching
dude.
that one. And
You don't want to touch the Flyer Coyotes,
No,
dude?
actually, I just saw he's on injured reserve, so that can't happen. However, I'm gonna stick with my guts here, Tony, and I'm gonna say it's a 6-2 victory. Ottawa, I mean, geez, back to back, got hammered by Chicago last night. I just don't think they have it on the road here in Minnesota. Zuccarello or not. I mean, you got Hartman. I mean, he's in the mix. Right?
No, yeah. Marcus Foligno, also a great wing for them.
Talbot.
Cam Talbot, dude. Let's see if he's starting tonight, dude. Let's see if they're in. Starting goalies, dude.
There's no way they're not starting. I mean, Cam
Talbot has been confirmed.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just making sure. You never know, dude. You always got to check, dude.
I mean, I guess. I mean, 9-12 save percentage. Is that not that great?
No, that is very good, dude. 912. I mean, really anything above 900 is
I
very
think the
decent,
Ottawa
dude.
goalie I just saw was in the 8s.
Yeah, that's not as good, dude. Philip Gustafsson, whatever these stupid names
do you know what the record is for a season?
What do you mean?
Save
for the
percentage.
highest save percentage?
Yeah.
I do not, honestly. No, not off the top of my head, dude.
I think before we close out, we just gotta look this up. 'Cause I'm just curious.
Record save percentage. NHL record save percentage in a season. Best save percentage in a single season. Jacques Plante, I guess, for the 70-71 season. He had a .944 save percentage.
Wow.
Whole season, that's really good, dude. He averaged 1.89 goals against.
That's a lot.
He holds the record he's in the first and second spot. He had another season where it was 940. Look at that,
Wow.
dude.
So I think it'll be a entertaining night in the National Hockey League, Tony, as we have 3, 6, 9 games tonight. And 3 of those getting off at 7. And we also have 3 starting from 10 o'clock on, the locals, Rangers and Devils. And then we finish up with the Sharks hosting the Sabres, 10:30 on ESPN Plus and Hulu. So
Let's go New York,
for
huh?
that one. Yeah, let's get some wins here. Devils looking to bounce back, and the Ducks, I mean, I don't know. I just think they shouldn't have too much of a tough time with them.
With the Devils?
No, the
Ducks
Devils
with the
should not have a tough time.
Right.
with the Devils.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, the Devils taking a few L's. They had a pretty impressive win against Pittsburgh a few nights ago. But I'm not entirely convinced by them yet. So we'll see, dude. I mean, this is a game maybe they should win. But we'll see, dude.
Yeah, that we will. Other than that, fellas, Michael, anything for the fans out there?
Nothing.
Tony?
Anything for the fans? I appreciate all you guys tuning in, commenting. You guys drive the conversation. Great job. Wow, great show, fellas. Thanks for the laughs. That's what it's all about right there, dude.
We have to do some type of comedy act just once? Like, just give it a try?
What do you mean?
No,
Tony wants to do
thanks for the
stand-up.
laughs.
No. Don't say Tony. Mike and I thought it'd be funny if we did like an open mic stand-up thing one night. Is
No
that
pun intended. Open mic. No? All right.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
No.
That's already first on my list.
Wow, dude. It's absolute killer if you start out with that, dude. Really open up the crowd with that one.
All right. Well, that being said, though, since no one else has anything,
Right?
I
Why?
want
You got something, dude?
everybody- No, I just want everybody to enjoy the games tonight, but
Screen time.
don't miss out on screen time.
Let's go, baby.
You're going to see Tony. You're going to see Matt. Michael on the other side of the glass.
Yes, as always.
Yep.
Renee off camera.
Possibly if she's not home sleeping.
Well,
That's right.
She might already be sleeping now. But of course, keep commenting, liking, and subscribing. You guys
Are our bloodline, baby.
See ya mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.